right now for eLevate. They're going to be starting off on the CT side. And so for them, we have Volcano, Warden, Storm, Rush, and XP3. So you may have heard of 4 of those old guys. I mean, they've been around for a long time. And then over on the other side, we have for Denial, we have Shazam, Nafly, Daps, Anger, and Fugly. So we'll take a look at this setup over here. Looks like they're about to attack. If you look at it, we are playing on the older version of DE Season that was played on during the regular season. So that kind of didn't sound all right, but we'll go ahead and pan this one out. They're going to be heading over there towards that horseshoe side. And Fugly and Anger are going to open things up. Warden will pick up 1. And now it's going to be left up to Storm and Volcano. Volcano checking over there towards the J Hall. There's 4 players left alive here from Denial. Something to talk about was Denial, whenever they faced off against Titan, their first map ended up going into, I believe, a double overtime and got them to that point. We'll see if eLevate, though, they're going to try to retake this site here. And now it's left up to Storm. Storm down to a 1-on-3 now. Bomb going to be ticking away here, and Storm will get taken out as well. And so now Denial, they'll take the first round. But one of the things that I wanted to bring up, Denial, they competed against a team like Titan, right. eLevate against Fnatic. How'd that one go?
You know, I think that, first off, just let me talk about the map real quick. Just because we've got the eLevate people with like Warden and Storm and Volcano who on Season, I mean, they have a lot of experience on this map. I think like them coming into this, just overall, they've been playing this map for like years and years from Source and things like that. So I'm surprised that they didn't get the pistol round, but overall, that I think going into it, they're going to have a lot more familiarity, I think, with this. So for me, I think they should have the upper hand here on Season. So I'm kind of hoping that that shows through here.
Yeah, so now we've got Daps, who's pushed up there through the vents and has picked off XP3. So they've opened up inside of middle now. And so you've got Rush and Warden right next to one another. And it looks like they're going to be heading over there towards that gel side. So Volcano's going to have to worry about this angle, but he also has to worry about the entry, that main entry towards the B bomb site. And right now that CZ is out, then Storm trying to hold down this area by himself. He's going to get taken out as well. Now Warden and Rush on the rotate. Rush will pick up that P250 kill. Now it's down to a 3-on-2. They do have Rush picked up a Galil as he rotated. Flashbang will come in there, and he'll get taken out. So 2-0 now in favor of Denial.
Denial definitely, they have a strong lineup, and I think you know, it's gonna be tough for eLevate to pull this out, even though I think they do have more experience on this map overall. But yeah, I mean that could have gone either way there at the end. You know, I think eLevate was in a position to win it. They picked up some guns there. It was a 2-on-3. I mean, I know the bomb was down, but yeah, I think that they could have had that round. And it looks like they're just going to be saving here, getting ready for a full buy next round probably.
Yeah, we've got 3 P250s that have been brought out here for eLevate. So you can take a look at the setup right now. We've got 2 players that have pushed up there. That's Storm, who's trying to battle it out over there in the gel side. Volcano's got an angle right here as well, but Daps is just going to be waiting, holding, and seeing if he can spot somebody. Volcano becoming a little bit more impatient, checks out the spot there. They're basically at a standstill now. There is one player that's going to be coming up here towards that mid-stairs, and one coming back around from Cat. That's going to be Nafly. Nafly causing some damage, but so will Shazam. Volcano is still battling it out here with Daps. We haven't missed anything yet. So we'll see if this battle will continue, and Daps will get the upper hand there. So now the score is going to be 3-0. And so not a single player was taken out there from Denial in that round.
No, and I think we're going to see Shazam probably pick up an op here. Yeah, he was saving with just a pistol that round. So we're going to actually get to see kind of like the battle of the ops, XP3 and Shazam, see if they kind of run into each other here. But we can expect Denial to kind of just, I think, maybe work that op, get a pick, and then hit the site if they can.
So we're on board here with XP3. Let's switch over and see. That's Shazam with that op inside of mid as well. So they're both holding those same types of angles. XP3 kind of falling back a little bit. Now let's switch back over here. Shazam still just watching over there towards Catwalk. The reason being is because his teammates are heading over there inside of that sewerway to get towards the A-bomb side. They have 2 players over there towards that cat door and 2 players over there towards the horseshoe side. They're going to start to open up. We'll switch back over here and check out the defense side. That's Warden and Rush holding down this A bomb site. And actually, XP3 is rotated back over there towards the J Hall. So they've got 3 players that are holding towards this area. And they smoked off over there towards J. Warden's going to be able to pick up one. Here is Rush on your screen. And Rush picks off one. Warden is going to get another one. And so now it's going to be down to a 2-on-3. 40 seconds left in the round, and the bomb is down. Look at that. Accidentally, Rush hit his teammate, Warden, who was very low on health.
It didn't take much.
And so now it's back down to that 3-on-2. Volcano and Storm on the rotate. So now it's going to be left up to Shazam. He's saved up for this AWP, and he's making a lot of noise as he heads up the stairway here. Shazam making a nice shot there. And Rush making a little bit more noise of his own. 15 seconds left here in the round. And he pulls his way out of there. 10 seconds now. Time working against him. Really more so a 3-on-1 in this situation. And Shazam, he's going to get taken down by Rush. And so now the score is going to be 3-1 as eLevate picks up the first gun round.
Yeah, I mean, that was a solid strat by them, too. I mean, they got into site, they had smokes down. I think they gave him just a little bit too much time because eLevate kind of had Rush, Warden, everyone. XP3 shifted over. I mean, that site was stacked, and even so, they got in. I think that they kind of dropped the ball there by letting Warden and Rush kind of pick up those 2 kills each. But, you know, if Shazam had kind of been a little bit more aggressive, I think, in mid, instead of sitting back, they would have kind of spotted that rotate out, so...
All right, so now we've taken a look over on the other side of the map. They've firebombed over here towards that entry to the B bomb site. Smoke's coming out. They're going to go ahead and push through that smoke. They have both of their players. That's going to be Storm and Volcano. They're going to try to get some trades here. Volcano spraying away. And now it's going to be down to this 3-on-3. A long rotate for his teammates as they'll smoke off over there towards Jay. And you've got XP3 that's going to be coming up on top there with that op. And he misses the op shot onto Shazam. And there is some damage that has been caused. He's just going to be tapping away with that AWP. See if they can rotate around. Shazam just worrying about the flank right now. Fugly's got the entry, and he's able to take down one. And there goes Rush. Now it's going to be left up to Shazam, and this is where they can kind of work together. But Shazam, he's able to take down Rush. That's going to force XP3's hand here. He's going to chase after the kill. He picks up the kill, and a bomb is going to be ticking away. And he...
yeah, he's good.
And he does get the defuse there at the end, so really the time working against him at the end, but he will pick up the defuse with just a little bit of moment in there. It's just 3-2 now as they pick up another gun round here.
Yeah, I'm still feeling good. If I'm Denial, I'm getting into the site, I'm getting the bomb down. You know, both sites, I think. I mean, I know that they didn't get a plant when they went to A, but everything seems to be working for them so far. They're just holding on there at the end. So if they can do a better job of that, I'd be feeling pretty good.
He's going to be rushing over there towards the catwalk right now. We're going to switch over to Warden. Warden, he's trying to deter them a little bit with this smoke grenade. They've already worked their way inside. Rush has picked up one, and now it's back around. And of course, you have XP3 that's basically going to rotate into the position here. He misses the off shot, and Rush has fallen, and now it's going to be left up to Fugly. Fugly down to 1-on-2. So he's holding this angle right now, allowing that smoke to kind of give that to block up that choke point there.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left in this round too. I mean, and this map is so big that he can kind of if he can just grab this bomb and either make his way through CT spawn or even back in the hole. I mean, there's a million ways he can play this, but eLevate do have him kind of trapped in here now, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for him.
So Storm's actually going to pull away from his position here. He's going to start to work his way back over there towards. He can be rotating through J if he needs to.
Yeah, he's just being super thorough now, making sure he's not getting flanked. I don't think he doesn't really have time to make a move to the other side. But I mean, eLevate's playing this. There's a lot of experience showing here. They're not getting overly aggressive. They kind of let him make the first move. They know he has to plant, and it's textbook Counter-Strike right there.
It goes in trying to check the angle over there towards Cat, and Storm working the other side. So now there's score is all tied up at 3. So eLevate, they've picked up. They've tied the number of rounds that they won against Fnatic already at this point. Is that too much? I shouldn't have said that.
Too soon, too soon. You know, this map is pretty CT-sided in my opinion, so I'm not surprised to see them kind of putting up these rounds here once they start getting into the gun rounds. And plus, like, I think their experience and everything is going to kind of shine through.
They're going to try to challenge this off here. They're pushing up against XP3 inside of mid, trying to play a game of whack-a-mole with him now. As Shazam is just toying with him. They're still challenging, still trying to force their hand here. They do take down the bomb right there. XP3 staying alive here. Now he's going to peek back out. He has zero fear there against Denial. Now it's left up to Nafly and Fugly. And they're really still just trying to pressure up and trying to get this AWP. And he's gotten it a little bit further. Now it's Fugly's turn. And he'll get dropped there by Warden as well. So 4-3 now is the score in favor of eLevate.
Yeah, they kind of just ran after this guy's one by one there in the middle, but they did manage to get the op there in the end. I guess they still managed to save it for XP3. And here we're going to see another gun round coming out. So, you know, it's curious to me, like, I think Denial, they have some solid strats, but everything seems to be, like, about going quick. Like, either they're hitting A quick, they're hitting B quick. I'm going to see maybe if they can just kind of slow it down and see if they can work and try to, like, get a pick, get some more information before they just fully commit to a site.
Look at this setup right now. They've got 3 players that are over there towards that B bomb site working together. They're going to allow XP3 to gain some ground here. So he's worked around here towards this corner. He misses that op shot, but now they have that intel knowing that there's players over there. And Shazam is going to be watching over here towards Catwalk to check to see if anybody starts to rotate. Back over here to XP3. Even though he got knocked down to 6 HP, he'll be right there with his teammates. So XP3 is going to bounce out of there. Of course, now the mid has been open for a while now. And so that's going to allow them the chance to do whatever they want to here inside of mid. As Anger and his teammate, I believe that's Shazam that's with him. As we start to work here towards that J area. So let's take a look here. Off right there. He's going to get taken down by a quick headshot. Back inside of the site is going to be Storm. Storm holding in here inside of Pit. And Anger will pick him off as well. So now you can see that they're taking over here towards this bomb site, switching back over here to Warden. Warden is trying to work these angles, but Volcano up top, he spots one. He just cannot get that kill there and finally finishes the job. He will get taken down here from the backside, and Denial picking up their first gun round here against eLevate as we're tied at 4.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of talking about there, kind of slowing things down. They explored the middle of the map. They didn't see anyone there, and they just sandwiched that B site in just like a nice split. I mean, that was really well done, and I think that was kind of the mentality they need to get into here instead of just kind of brute forcing a site. Just really, I mean, they left the middle wide open. eLevate did, so you know, and that kind of hurt them really bad.
And now we got players that are going to be pushing up here inside of mid. Fungly's got 3 players to worry about. He's actually going to backpedal now. Volcano is going to pick up one. That was over there towards the B bomb site. And so we've got some really quick action on both inside of mid and inside of B. And Storm has had to move back into the site and wait for his teammates to kind of regroup here. The bomb carrier Anger has actually worked his way towards the top side. And he has his teammate, that's Daps, who's down below there. And Anger will pick up that kill as he's now going to fall back. So they've got this man advantage now. And a lot of time on the board. It looks like they're still going to try to execute over here towards this bomb site. So Warden has a CZ in hand to be able to get this opening here. They're going to go ahead and push in there. He picks up one. There's going to be Storm. He picks up another one. And now they're going to go ahead and push out. A lot of damage has been caused there to Shazam, but they will stay alive. 5-4 now. Now in favor of Denial.
Yeah, that was a solid eco round for them. It was a lot closer than it should have been. I mean, they kind of ran into the last 2 guys in the site there, and that could have ended up poorly. But, I mean, they held on there at the end. But, yeah, so we're finally going to see another gun round here for eLevate. And I think maybe they're going to give them a different look here since they kind of left the middle wide open, and maybe shift things around. They don't want to get pinched like that again in B, so maybe like a different type of setup is going to be coming out here from them.
All right, let's take a look here, and now we've got 3 players again over here towards his side, and Volcano, he ends up picking up 2, and then he gets quickly traded from that fire grenade from earlier. A lot of damage was caused to him at the end. So now it's going to be down to a 3-on-3, so under some really quick play there. As now we've got some action over on the other side with Warden, who is over there watching inside a CT spawn towards J. He does pick up 1. So now you got Shazam and Anger left alive here from Denial. You can look over here. You got Rush inside of the site. He's got his teammate there with him. That is actually going to be Warden as well. He's low on health, though. You can see that they're going to start to work there inside of mid. So you got Shazam kind of working, taking his time. He has his teammate right there to give him those angles as they're just kind of working their way up very slowly. So far been uncontested. 30 seconds left here in the round here. There's only one player inside of the site, and he is worrying about way too many different angles.
Yeah, they're going to end up going to the right place, that's for sure.
So he's got 4 different angles to worry about, but as time progresses, he chooses the right one at the right time there, but he will get taken out. But there is going to be a flank there. That low HP from Warden down to 7 health. Shazam is actually going to go chasing after the kill. He takes a lot of damage, though. 7 seconds left here in the round. That was a bad choice to go chasing after the kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one there. I mean, maybe he, at that point, had already given up and just didn't think he was going to win the round, and he just wanted to kind of escape, make it out with his gun. I'm not sure.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But either way, I mean, he holds on to the op at least, so that's something. The rest of his team doesn't have too much money, I guess, just Fugly with the AK by there. So they're gonna look like they're gonna try to make something happen there, which is like some CZs and 2 guys having guns, and I think that's kind of wise. I think that you get a couple kills, some drops for your teammates, and then you can make something happen.
So some nades are coming out and inside of mid, so you can see that eLevate is changing up their defensive setup round after round, and this time they elect to go ahead and push inside of mid this time. So now Anger, he's going to back up, and the AK there from Fugly.
Yeah, I think they were used to getting out mid like uncontested pretty much, and they kind of just threw everything at them, CT side in the mid, and that's what they need to do. They need to give them different looks. They need to kind of mix it up. They can't just let them take over mid. I mean, that's kind of like the secret of the map, in my opinion. Once you have that mid control, it opens up so many options for you, and it's like a quick rotate to everywhere. So it's really hard if the T's have controlled mid.
Rush inside of the site. I don't believe he actually spotted Anger here, so Anger's in a really good situation for what he has to deal with right now. Look at that, he's actually timing right there as his opponent right there peeks out. That was XP3, and so now the score is going to be 6-5.
Yeah, I think that that even though some people might not agree with that kind of like random partial buy there, I think that sometimes you got to try to make things work there with what you got, and they are going to be able to buy up full this round either way. So I kind of like that they give it a shot there at least and try to make something happen.
Yeah, so we'll watch here again, see if Shazam can get a pick against XP3 inside of mid. Yeah, so right now Shazam's completely smoked off right now. A little bit of an angle that
you can kind of see
started
the push
to
there.
show there. So we'll switch back over here towards where Rush is located right now. He's got 3 players to worry about. That nade's going to do some damage now. And Anger's now dropped down to 62 health. So now they're going to continue to work their way up. Warden's still watching over there towards Cat like he does. XP3 is there inside of mid. He won that battle against Shazam. So we'll switch between these two, between Rush and Warden. So now you're going to go ahead and continue to push up there. Now back with Warden. And so there goes one. He's going to pick up his second one as they try to be able to push in here inside the site. There's going to spray away there. Going to see this rotate. And they've taken some time to try to get this rotate in. I'd at least think that they would have made their way a little bit quicker than that.
Yeah, that was pretty slow.
It's more and more difficult to hold down the W key, huh?
With age?
With age, yep. All right, so now you've got left up to Anger, but in the end, they will be able to win this round here. And so now the score is going to be 7-5.
Yeah, Shazam kind of getting picked off there in the mid. I mean, it's what you have to do though. You have to contest that. You gotta win that battle. I mean, that round XP3 obviously came out on top, but that's your job as the opper there. You gotta get in there, get your hands dirty, try to pick up that kill. You know where he's gonna be. Maybe if Shazam gets that pick, the round ends up differently because they got into the site there. But Warden hiding behind that smoke, picking up 2 kills. I mean, kind of was the impact player of that round in my opinion.
Now you've got the smokes that are set up. They're going to be heading over here towards that B bomb site, so be ready. This is a save. They're going to go ahead and push through there. Now you back over there, Storm. Now they're going to have to rotate. They will get the bomb planted, or at least should get the bomb planted. And it will be planted there inside the B bomb site. They have one player that's going to be flanking right now, making a lot of noise. If they're smart, they won't try to peek out against him, and Shazam will take him out. So this is an eco here for Denial, and so now they're going to go ahead and start to fall back. So XP3 will hold on to this AWP.
Yeah, that's the wise decision. I mean, those guys, they have great pistols, obviously, and they just, it's really hard to hold those B steps when people are charging at you with like a CZ or P250 or whatever it is. So it's not the easiest thing in the world, and clearly Denial are very strong on their D side ecos. So I think if they get in that situation again, a B plow with CZ is definitely the way to go, because that worked out for them.
Yeah, so one of the things that you kind of look at whenever you're during a save round, you kind of have a different mentality. Your movement is a little bit different. You're a little bit more aggressive, and I think that really the CZ helps out with that same type of behavior.
Yeah, it compounds it. So I mean, you become really dangerous when you're mobile and people are standing still with M4s and whatnot, and the CZ is just super strong.
All right, so now take a look here. So we're going to go ahead and wrap over here. You've got Storm that's just inside. He's going to get taken out, though. So now all that action is happening over there towards the B-bomb site. As now it's going to be left up to Shazam. Shazam down to a 1-on-4. Really in a tough spot over inside of jail.
Yeah, they opened things up there really quick. I thought for sure that they'd definitely be able to take the site, but eLevate was doing a good job holding down, even though they're coming from like all angles. And again, Shazam just kind of left here with this ob. If I'm him, I'm probably going to try to find somewhere to save. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's killed enough people that he can make it out alive. I'm not sure.
I think he's trying to win this round. He tossed out the flash, and that actually pulled them away. But hearing that scope now.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
See Volcano just on the other side here. And Volcano will be able to shut this one down. So now the score is going to be 8-6 here in favor of eLevate.
Yeah, I mean, having saved that gun there would have allowed him to, I think, maybe drop for someone else. I don't know. What would you have done there? I think you're going to the last round. I don't think that's a winnable situation, but I mean, stranger things have happened, I guess. You just got to play smart Counter-Strike too.
I think really what you're looking for is seeing if anybody will play aggressive. They knew where he was at in the beginning. If someone plays aggressive and you get the pick, then yeah, of course. But you're not trying to force the hand.
And you got to remember who you're playing against too. These guys, they've been around, so I don't see any of these, Storm or Warden or someone just like rushing into me for a free kill. So yeah, I might have just saved out there.
That's just a difference in demeanor.
Young bloods.
That's right. These kids don't get it these days. Now they're going to be heading over here towards the A-bomb site. Rush trying to hold this area down. He's going to get taken out. And XP3 makes a nice shot there after getting forced out of the J-Hall. So they're going to go ahead and fire in, and Storm accidentally killing his own teammate there. So now you've got down to this 3-on-4. So now you have Warden pushing in here. Now you've got see if they can make something happen. It's left up now to Storm, and that will kind of do it right there. So 8-7 is going to be your first half score there in favor of eLevate. We kind of joke around quite a bit about the age and the fact that we've been around for a while, and I think that's pretty much it's understood by our viewers. But I was talking with Warden yesterday, and it was kind of funny. He goes, "Man, Corey, because we need to if I can just get like a medal or something, like an Iron Man of gaming, or like something that just says I've been around for a while, that's enough." He's like, "I'll be done then. I don't need anything else." I was like, I just something, just one more thing, and that's it. It doesn't even have to be that that's.
We need to ask Valve. They make those little trophies for like DreamHack and all those things. They need to make one of those just for you've been around forever. Iron Man medal. show it on your your profile.
The Iron Man medal.
The Iron Man medal.
Longevity award. Really? You're still around?
Right. Exactly.
All right, so we're back here into the pistol round for the second half. They lived it up really fast. A lot different than what I'm used to in these other best of threes that we've done. So not enough time to banter about nothing.
Yep. Back to the action.
Lucky for you at home.
It looks like they're going to be just kind of working up towards this B here. I haven't really seen anyone yet.
And there's Anger tapping away with the 5-7. Both of those players have been taken down. They're going to get that bomb planted inside of the site. They're all rotating already. Shazam's just going to go in by himself first. He has so he doesn't have to wait for his teammates to make any move yet.
Oh, he's ready.
They're going to go ahead and start to push in there. They wasted that one nade that they had left in their bank. So now they're going to continue to push up there. Storm picking up another one. And Shazam is just being there.
I mean, that's an incredibly efficient and frustrating setup to be facing when you're a CT there, and those Ts are just like in those specific spots, hiding behind like the boiler and the wall and upper and everything. I mean, they had a great setup there, so that retake was going to be really rough for them. Yeah,
so as we look at it, the bomb was planted right in this area. Again, this is not the same map, of course, in terms of this is the newer version of the overview. But then you had one player watching this cross, one player watching this cross, and then, of course, the player watching here. So this whole area, which, of course, is pretty close to where the bomb was planted. So they have all the different angles to cover that area. And so now we'll take a look here on what we're going to see from this setup. Nafly's got his teammates right around him.
Yeah, you see the XP3 with the P90. I mean, it's a good gun, but if they have CZ armor, I don't know about that purchase.
And they all just spray away with it. So now Daps inside of the site. So Daps is able to pop some shots now. Now it's down to this 2-on-2, and that's going to be a great nade by Storm. And the bomb will get planted. Now it's going to be left up to the LMS. Shazam. He'll see if he can find himself a gun or find a kill here. As he's going to be pushing in here. Finds himself a Galil, and as soon as he touches it, finds out that it's toxic, and he gets hit by Volcano.
Yeah, he headshot him there. Wasn't enough. And unfortunately, since he does probably have to save for an op, he didn't have like armor or CZ like the rest of the team did there. So if he had one of those two there, that might have been a winnable situation for him.
All right, so we'll see. They've got 5 players going to be stacking over here towards that B bomb site. So we've got how they're going to be set up here now. You've got Anger that's going to be pushing up here, watching the backside of B. So they're all kind of set up right now.
Yeah, they're going to walk right into it.
So Anger was right there. Now they got Nafly that's right there inside of the site. He's got his teammate that's right there with him. And he's going to fall. Now it's going to be left up to Daps, and Daps has got a long rotate. Bomb is going to get planted here by Storm. We'll hop back over here with Daps and see if he can pull off a 1v4.
That'd be impressive.
Yeah, so you've got eLevate's been playing pretty well here now, just calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, eLevate is looking really well. I'm not surprised that they're looking well. I'm just surprised that, I don't know. I thought everyone was kind of saying that Denial was going to have this in the bag, no problem, 2-0. That's what everyone kept telling me. And, I had a little more faith in the eLevate guys. And looks like they're proving me right here.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to what happened yesterday. That's the only real reference that a lot of these players have and a lot of fans that are out there that they have. Is the matchup between Denial and Titan. The first map was, it went on for a while. It went into a double overtime.
Right.
I think the matchup in that first, I bet you the first map between Denial and Titan lasted longer than the best of 3 between eLevate and Fnatic.
Yeah, that's probably true. Some teams just don't match up well, though. So, and I think
right. That's thinking logically. You probably should stop doing that.
Right.
You're watching a video game. That just doesn't work that way.
I know. What am I thinking? But I find like when American teams play each other, or North American teams play each other, that they usually kind of like play to each other's level somewhat. So I think that all of these maps are going to be close in this best of 3.
I can definitely agree with you on that one. You see a completely different type of team whenever you see 2 U.S. teams facing off against each other, and then vice versa against U.S. team versus or a North American team versus a European team. They just play different, and I don't know why. And so you got Anger right there. Shazam picking up that kill there. So he's watching the entry now. So now that we have our first real gun round here in the second half. Bomb's going to get planted there. And I believe he sees a shoulder. He sees the edge of the gun, and now he's trying to shoot Warden through there. So Rush is going to peek out there, and XP3 with a nice shot left up to Daps. Daps going to get at least 1, but he will fall to XP3. And so that's kind of like the 20 factor. I mean, of course, you used to op quite a bit back in the day.
Right.
How much of a strain is it whenever you know that there's a player behind
That's the most frustrating thing in the
and
world.
you can't do anything about it?
Yeah.
Or at least I guess you could, and technically.
Depends on the game you're playing, too. When they're behind a box 1.6, it wasn't really that big of a deal. They weren't going to last too long. Yeah. If they're behind, a piece of metal here, you might as well just, I don't know, give up.
Give up.
Give up.
All right, so no more motivational talks from
I'm sorry.
K-Sharp.
I'm just kidding.
just give up.
Just give up. Metal too strong.
Metal too strong. All right, so now, oh man, so you're going to be backing away here. Now we've got Anger, who's trying to get back into the site so he can help out defend, but really they're going to be rotating all the way back around, and Fugly's right here. As he spotted one on the cross, and he could have caused a lot more damage than that, and they're just going to rotate as a team.
He took out his knife there, like right at the wrong second. It could have cost him, but luckily he got that AK back out just in time.
They're going to be rotating here towards the B-bomb site. We'll just wait for them to plant this bomb now. And a little pat on the back before he goes in to plant the bomb.
Yeah, in the previous gun round, they worked through this the mid to like the jail, and they kind of sandwich B, and that's kind of what Denial was doing. That was working for them pretty well. So both teams kind of really making use of that mid entrance there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see them kind of go back to that next gun round, since it worked. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
It's my motto.
You came up with it?
I did. You heard it here first.
Kyle's thinking to himself, he's like, I'm never casting with gun ever again. It's just not happening.
One and done.
One and done. Oh, that's just way too K-Sharp. All right, so now scores 13-7, a 6-round lead, 3 rounds away from eLevate taking this one against Denial. So we'll look at the setup. Pay attention here. We'll hop on board with Shazam. Shazam is going to get taken out by the AK headshot from XP3, but Nafly in a good angle here. He's going to pop up, picks off 2 players. He still has a little bit of health left to do some damage now, and that was Storm struggling to get that kill, and he ends up getting taken out as a benefactor there. So it's 13-8 now.
Yeah, I mean, eLevate opened things up there in that pick on Shazam. I mean, they got right across the catwalk. That was, I mean, it looked great. Everything was going great. And then Nafly just sitting in the pit, pops right up. They didn't see him at all. Gets 3 people. I mean, he saved that round for them.
Smoking up firebomb just in case they decide to rush through. Now they'll hold that angle now. Shazam will re-smoke it. There's one player that's right here on the other side of the vents. Let's start to work over there. They've got 2 players kind of spread out. They have the 3 players, with one of which being the bomb carrier, is over there towards the A side. As you can see, Daps playing behind the sandbags here. By these concrete. See if he can get an opening. 60 seconds left here in the round. I would see that they're still just taking their time before they decide to push up. You can see that these players are going to smoke off. Now they're going to start to make some type of execution here. Daps is quickly smoked off that area. Now we're back over here with Shazam watching Cat. He's able to pick off Warden and peeks back out. Almost connects there on that one. And so now they're going to be pushing here towards this site. Nafly inside of mid has dropped XP3. Now inside the site, now you've got Daps who's just kind of running around. And now back on board with Shazam. 20 seconds left here in the round. They have not made their way out just yet. The bomb has not been planted. There's 15 seconds left to play. Down to this 1-on-3. It's left up to Storm. And he's going to go ahead and try to get this bomb planted. He will be successful now. And Anger will pick up the kill. 13-9. They do get the bomb down, but again, it's just trying to get into those sites and get the job done.
You know, I saw that they were taking that Cat, and there was supposed to be a smoke there to block Shazam off, and it landed, I think, maybe like 0.5 seconds after he took the shot and killed Warden. So if they had just waited just one more like millisecond for that smoke to get down, I think that round could have been completely different. Instead of letting him get that opening pick, and they would have had 2 people in the site, kind of clearing it out. So I mean, it was a nice strat they had going on. They just executed like a microsecond too early.
Well, it's one of the things with whenever you're talking in terms about oppers is whenever an opper gets smoked or flashed. Right. One of 2 things are going to happen. They're either instantly going to shoot as a fadeaway and might get that kill, or B, they're not going to shoot and they're just going to hold that position, hold an angle, or take. It's either one or the other.
Right.
So now we've got them going to be working over there towards that bomb site. Now back on board with Nafly. Nafly, he sprays through the smoke, able to take down Storm. It's going to be left up to Rush. Rush on this 1-on-3, trying to hold this angle now. Able to take down Shazam. Maybe overthinking things now as he's got the flashbang here. And he peeks out there right after to trying to win a 1 versus 2 out in the open. So we'll go ahead and get the defuse here. 13-10 now.
That Denial kind of pulling it back here. I mean, but eLevate is getting into the site, getting the bomb down. They've got money. You know, they're going to be able to just keep going at them round after round. So it's, I think eventually they're going to get their way to 16.
One way or another. So now we'll follow on board here again with Shazam. XP3 also has an op in hand. He's going to take that op over there towards the B side, though. That's where it looks like. We'll stay on board with Shazam, seeing if he sees anybody decide to push out inside of mid. So back over here with XP3. He's going to move over towards Gel side to watch this cross. So they're taking a different approach here. And Nafly is right there. You can see that he's his head's not peeking over the top, so if he decides to push up, so they both have that angle there. So we'll go back here to watch inside of the site. That's Anger and Fugly, who are both over here towards this B bomb site. So they've got 5 players ready to push in here towards the B bomb site here from eLevate. Still waiting before. Now you're going to see a flashbang kind of slow things down if there's anybody up there. They are out of nades. Fugly only has 1 flash to work with here.
And they're taking a little bit too long here. I think they're going to start shifting over people.
Yeah. Shazam has already started to rotate now. He's going to be watching from upper. They may give him enough time to get there. So Shazam is now watching the upper push. And there's one player that's going to get through there. Now Shazam peeks back. He peeks out pretty wide, though. And so Fugly is able to take out 2 of them. Now we're back over here to with Shazam. Shazam somehow like shoulders him. And so that knocks XP3 down to 22 HP. The bomb is now down and planted inside of the B bomb site. There is a rotate happening. And a great shot there that time by Shazam. Shazam taking a look now. He picks up another one. Coming back around, looking inside a pit. Almost gets the no-scope. But now the score is going to be 13-11. So another good retake happening there by Denial.
Yeah, again, they get the site, they get the bomb down. I mean, that round was pretty much all Shazam. And if they had gone just a little bit faster, he wouldn't have even been like in the discussion in that bomb site. So he got there in time. He kind of he didn't miss a shot, but he kind of unscoped right as they came around the corner. Otherwise, they might not have even got into the site. So you know, maybe if they could just speed it up a little bit so that they don't know, the CTs don't know exactly where they are. That might help them.
All right. All right, so we'll see what we have here. So we have XP3 right now. Watching to see if any player will decide to push up. We'll switch back over here. That is, sorry, we're going to finally find them. That's Daps who's going to be flanking right now. Look at this. The perfect situation. Checking it. Oh, no, as Volcano turns around. The awareness. Yeah, Daps has got quite, he just spams question marks. Why did you turn?
Why?
Those damn squeaky shoes.
Volcano being very thorough.
It's like, I don't recall that we've checked that angle yet.
Right.
Aha.
So he did save just about the entire round there for them. That would have been very bad.
It's pretty sad. I had that, you know, the sound when you play Final Fantasies. That huh?
Yeah, right.
that's what. All right, so back into the action. So we still have. We're going to be working back over there towards the B-bomb site. I have one person that is lurking about inside of mid. That's going to be Volcano. Well, if he can be as attentive as he was just a moment ago, they'll be sitting pretty well here. So they could be pushing in there. They've been able to pick up all of those kills as needed, and just trying to shoot through the smoke. That's going to be Nafly. And Shazam, he's going to go ahead and push up here. So they're going to still try to win this round, even being down to a 1-on-4 now, and he will lose that op. Now, how's their economy sitting? Two players okay.
Yeah, they've got some money. I mean, they
One
could
player
use
broke.
those guns.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You know, in a 2v4, and then everyone's set up, and there's not like that much time left. I don't know. I might have just wanted to save out there. But, you know, 2v4 is, I guess, not unwinnable. But, again, you gotta play smart with your money.
Though.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you're an opper. I mean, it's one thing if you're throwing away a Famous or something, when you're losing that op, that's a lot of money.
I agree. Smoking off over here. Well, both Anger and Fugly have both moved up, so they have a better angle here. But Warden just around the corner now. He's got that, just watching to see if anybody decides to push up.
They're being very thorough. It looks like their ultimate destination here is going to be B eventually. They're just kind of taking control of mid, maybe kind of do that B sandwich that's worked out for them. Volcano kind of working through there, pinching.
All right, so we're still with Warden right now. Had a good little crossfire there between those two players. As now Anger is going to be just holding this angle now. And Fugly said, "You're on your own, I'm out."
Yeah, they're both very low.
So now they're going to try to hold down inside of this B-bomb site, watching the flank. Now it's going to be left up to XP3. XP3's working his way up through those stairs. And that's a great nade there. He takes out one, narrows it down to 1v2, and he realizes, yep, I've only got 5 seconds left to work with. Go ahead and bounce out of here, save this op. Looking at where he's sitting in his account, you know, he's got 2350. So he can buy the nades. Looking at what they can do as a team, though.
He can drop like a Galil for someone, and then everyone else can pretty much. They're just going to opt to go CZ, though. Might be the better option, especially on T side. Come around those corners with that CZ. There's a lot of really close angles on this map. I think it's a really strong gun on season. Well, on every map, really, but particularly here.
Now you got Daps who's pushing back up into his position. Same thing here again. You're going to have a few players going to be working their way up. You got CZs and a P250 from eLevate. So that op is actually back over there towards the connector right now. We'll switch back over here. It looks like we have some distraction going to happen over here with Warden. That's going to pull in those players. They're starting to a little over-rotate here. And so he's going to fall back, but really, here's Daps. He's going to have to hold his own now. They cause some damage. They're not going to try to push through. They throw on a flash. Now they push through. They had a perfect chance to, and Dap says, thanks for the smoke.
Yeah, oh my gosh, 5 health. Staying alive there. Dancing around the smoke. That was close.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Whenever you have a pistol round, you need to execute. Once you already get your opponent on their heels, you need to just push through, barrel on your way.
Yeah, they all got choked up there by that smoke. And yeah, you're right. They definitely just need to go through it. That guy had 5 health, probably reloading. You know, just got to get out on them.
They know that they hit him. There's no question that they know that they caused damage to them, whether it's at 5 health or at 15 health. They knew they caused something, and you have to push through that smoke there at the end. You can't just wait. Maybe with rifles, whole different story. I could agree with that.
Well, they had an op too. I'm surprised
they did have an op.
Make use of the op going around the corner.
Yeah, good point.
So.
So there's going to be a firebomb. That's actually going to force them to push forward through the jail side. Flashbang out. And there goes. Great shot by Rush. Taking out Anger. And so now Fugly's in a really tough spot. He's going to get caught. And so now it's going to be... You got Daps who's just holding over there towards A, but that's unnecessary at this point. And Nafly, he's evening things up. Back down to a 3-on-3. Smoking off over there towards that A main. Or towards the main area in 4B. So now Storm is actually completely smoked off now. Nade's coming in, Flashbang coming in. They're just trying to do whatever he can. He's still just flashing. He's going to spray through. He does take out Dabs. Another player is going to hop onto the defuse. Another smoke is going to be there. And look at that. Storm through the smoke.
Wow.
Taking down all 3 players. He picks up 4 kills in the round. And so that's the Storm that we all know and love.
Oh, definitely. If there's one player on that team I want to have alive in a 1v3, it's got to be Storm. He's been doing it for years. He's excellent. And, I mean, you know, he was completely smoked off. He knew exactly where that bomb was, though. That nade, the flashes, everything. His timing was perfect. That was clutch. That was huge for them.
Yeah, that smoke is a visual barrier, but it's not a real barrier.
Exactly.
So smoke says, so Storm says, I can shoot straight through it. One of those things is that in-game awareness, knowing your angles, knowing where the plant was at, and you just saw him just spray him down, and that's just a great play by Storm to put them at game point 15-13. They've been sitting pretty close there, kind of scratching their way. You said at some point in time they'll get there.
Right.
Don't know how long they're going to get there, but they'll get there. So they're
wow.
going to start to push in there. So Volcano picking up the entry there. So the bomb is going to get planted. We'll see how they can work this one out. Volcano still pushing up. Now Flashbang's coming over the top. He will be blind be half blind. And so now it's going to be back around 3-on-4 Volcano. They know exactly where he's at in terms of being inside of upper. But they have 3 players over by Horseshoe. They're all watching the same angle. And Volcano's going to fall. Now they're going to continue to push up there. Now come back around. Now it's down to this one-on-one. Warden left alive here. He's falling back, has a great angle now. And he pushes out, and he picks up the game, 16-13. That's going to go to ELEVATE.
They made it.
They made it all the way. You said it was a climb for those.
It was. It was hard fought, but they look great there.
And so ELEVATE will take the first map there.